My mother recommended I see her, as my mother was a patient of hers priorly. And her relief from the therapy made me willing to try it, as she believed I would get benefit, which I did. Some of the problems I was trying to solve were just general tissue problems. I needed stretching done. Additionally, I had some very small scars from prior surgeries that needed a little work. And then as I got more and more surgeries, and the scars got bigger, my therapy needs changed over time. Many healthcare practitioners don't really delve into the after effects of surgeries and the scarring and the problems that it can cause in your mobility, in your quality of life. They're very painful depending on the size and the kind of scar you get. So Marjorie was definitely an expert in scars, and that expertise helped me get rehabilitated much quicker. Some of the relief that I got was quite instant, or by the end of the session, really, there was noticeable improvement in either the look or the pain of the scar. That was quite indicative that there's something to this, and it's not just like hooey, that there's actual benefits and actual relief and actual results. And the more I worked with her, the better the appearances of some scars got, and the less painful they became, to some of them just having no pain at all. The biggest factors that made me happy to get this therapy were definitely the results. I'm a very results-oriented person, and if I don't see a benefit from a procedure or a benefit from a therapy, like just regular physical therapy or something, I am quick to stop it, because I will either, you don't know what you're doing, I will have that perception, or I will perceive this as to be something that's just unnecessary, because there's a lot of, in the holistic healthcare, even though she's less holistic, she's definitely like a licensed therapist and everything. But in holistic healthcare, there's a lot of these things that have no scientific backing. So it really made me happy to see results and scientific research that supported all of the therapy that she was administering. Marjorie is a very good therapist. She knows a lot about biomechanics. She knows a lot about anatomy. She knows a lot about how bodies move, and she definitely carries that expertise into her treatment rooms, and her patients benefit from that knowledge. Her straight method is very unique, and it combines all of those therapies. It combines scar and stretching to get you moving and feeling better. So even if you don't move properly and you have tight hips or something and you don't know how to stretch them properly, I would also recommend to go see her. She can help you just move better and be a more functional person and teach you how to move better, because she has that knowledge and that skill base. It's not just the therapy that exceeded my expectations, but also Marjorie, because she is just a wealth of information on like biomechanics, how people should move, and there were so many issues that I had, in my diaphragm, in my lungs, in some tissues where I had operations that impacted other parts of my body, that impacted like my legs, and that impacted my arms, and that impacted my neck. So it's not just one specific thing that really did that. It was all of Marjorie and her expertise and her doing this for so long, and knowing how the body is intertwined, that really made that significant. One, I'm in less pain, as I've mentioned many times. Two, the scars look noticeably different. They are more flesh appearing and less discolored. Um, that was a big one. Um, 3, I do need continuous therapy. So for me, and there are some people who are able to stop, but I have just had so many issues that I kind of benefit from a bit of continuous therapy. 4, I would say I move better, I feel better, I'm definitely happier. Um, but the largest one is the pain. That's taking me out of most of my surgical pain, and my scar pain has been the biggest change. She likes to use some newer technology. She uses laser tools, and she uses these little like pens that zap you, and they very much hurt at the time when she's administering it, and you're sensitive to them, and you can also feel the results as you work through the therapy. um so that was a big surprise. Another surprise was kind of how empathetic she was to everyone and their problems. She's not careless. She doesn't view you as like a paycheck or anything. She views you as a person, which was big for me as well. I would also say that I was genuinely surprised by the amount of benefit. I thought I could benefit some, but I was surprised that it went so far and the impact was so profound. I was genuinely surprised by all of the benefit that I got. And I would use that word because it's in the definition. I benefited immensely from this. And although it's kind of not seen as standard care after surgical procedures or after just trauma that maybe like tennis players would get on their ankles, or trauma that you would get just being an athlete for 30, 40 years. I would recommend this is because it works. Although the therapy at the time is uncomfortable, depending on where your scar is and the size and kind of scar, the main reason is it will take you out of pain or reduce your pain. It will have some material impact on your pain, and that's one of the biggest reasons why. It's the only reason I did it, really. I would tell that person to just go once or twice. Just make 1 or 2 appointments. If you don't really see any immediate benefit, it may not be for you. If you don't try it for just 1 or 2 sessions, because it really is this instant payoff where you get these beneficial treatments and you get I get instant relief, and I know many other patients who do as well. And they start to feel better already after 1 or 2 treatments. Just try it. That's all you could do. Just try it for once, 1 or 2 sessions, and if it's not for you, don't do it. But at least try. If you just are looking for like general massage or something, you probably may not really need to see her for that. But if you have like scar problems or more sophisticated problems of surgeries or just general health problems, she's definitely an expert in those areas, and I would highly recommend you to see that. Um, out of 10, 10 out of 10.